Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 172 of Trials and Trebuchets. I'm your Dungeon Master, Luke, and joining me are my players, whose names are as follows.
Hello, I'm your resident local troublemaking wizard, Windsor Wallaby, along with my cuddly little companion, Mr. Wiggles, and I'm played by Ben.
Ben.
Tiefling Roguelock, that's what I am. I'm a level 9 Integrity Idleberry, played by Carla. And this is my song for you. The tats are alive with a shine of moonlight, with trouble they've brung for 1,000 years.
Hi, I'm Sarah, and I play Mira Marchand, the level 9 half-elf bard. You know, I always knew Mira's tattoo was going to be the cause of a lot of death, but I never thought it was going to be this one.
Hi, I'm Sam, and I play the level 9 human sorceress, Sarah Nev Cinderman. And I will admit now to all of you, I'm not actually an animal whisperer, but I'm going to try my best.
How could you lie?
And last time on Trials and Trebuchets, an eventful episode happened. The students awoke to find their lodgings at Troil in a state of mass disorder. Tables were smashed, food was stolen, glass had gone thin, and the message Mira Marchand was here was found scribbled into the door. The group quickly sent Kurt Orlane to run interference on their handler, the gnome Oscul Parm, while they tracked down Mira's impersonator. Entering the library, as is known in common, the students acted as peacekeeping interns as they set up a lovely tea for the publishing contact, Miss Abels, before searching for the destructive tattoo, which they found, but only moments before the bird attacked. This is what we see. This is what has just occurred. Put your brains in the space of that having just happened.
Oh my God!
Yeah, that's the energy. You're in this glass, almost greenhouse of a sort. It has these big arched roof with the rafter area where Serenepth and Integrity are standing lashed in to a safety rail so that they do not fall unto their untimely deaths on the ground below. There's a large discarded book over near some of the lush plants in this grand library of sorts, and there's this massive book press that the giants were operating to make big books. And Winslow and Mira, you're down in the thick of the lush leaves as if you're on a little jungle quest yourselves. And screaming as a bird, a tattoo, ink-like bird, not completely finished and almost a bit wibbly-wobbly as you watch its form descend with anger. You do hear yelling as one Mr. Hannigan, this older man who was searching. He has this white facial hair and very thick glasses, or at least he did moments ago. The glasses have been thrown off his face as this large bird, this tattoo crow, has attacked him. And that's the scene as we see it. And I need you all to roll initiative for it.
Oh my God, we're going in with
Initiative
this
already?
guns blazing.
Okay.
Wowzers!
So quickly.
That's a non-natural 20,
Well, fuck.
18 plus 2.
I got a 15 plus 3. So that's an 18. If you wanted the math.
I would love that.
I got an 18 plus 3, so 21.
I got a 5 plus 3, so 8.
Oh no.
Let me tell you how fucking silly it is to write the words crow in my notebook, and every single time I'm like, don't write the E, idiot. Don't write the fucking E. You all watch from your respective locations as the tattoo crow acts first.
Uh-oh.
It has Mr. Hannigan, this kindly man, pinned against the floor with its inky talons, and it will stare deeply into his eyes. Mr. Hannigan will make a saving throw for me.
Uh-oh.
Absolutely fail it. And what you all see happen is this tattoo It's quite large. It's a massive creature of a sort. It's this very interesting, almost illusion where it looks two-dimensional, but it is existing in 3 dimensions. It's like an outlined creature, as it were, right? So it's very difficult to judge the depth of it. However, it is comprised of this thick, inky outline, right? As if it was just a tattoo, which you see that single line begin to unravel almost and begin to curl around Mr. Hannigan's body as the crow. The wording here is possesses him.
Ah!
Gosh.
I will not use that. I think that controls.
Inserts him.
No, it's just become a part of it. It goes and covers his skin in this inky color, and will be puppeteering him. Yes, thank you, Ben, for the duration. And you see Mr. Hannigan stand up. He does seem to have some wounds on his stomach from where the bird landed on him and dug in with the talons, but you see him stand up and from one of the nearby workbenches pull off a small bookmaking tool and brandish it almost as if he intends to attack you all.
Uh-oh.
Up next is Serenep Cinderman. What do you want to do? Mr. Hannigan looks like he's going to stab you. Well, not you. He's like brandishing it at Mira and Winsler. You, Serenepth, are still up top in the rafters, clipped into your safety rail.
Okay. Is there any, like, I know this is like bookmaking section.
Yes.
Is there any like loose but like thick like fabric items, like maybe like
There would be leather, yes, I would say.
okay.
Let's say there's like a roll of leather, or just a couple like large pieces of leather laid out on a table below, as if it was to be used for cover material.
Okay. I'm going to look over to Integrity as I'm going to use my 30 feet of movement to like bring myself back over to the edge with the intent of going downstairs.
Absolutely.
And I'm going to say to Integrity, I think we need to block the tattoo from the moonlight.
You do see moonlight pouring in from all of the windows above. The moon seems large and full, bright, and not made of cheese.
Well, damn it, I have to leave now. Bye. So enough leaves. No, I think we need to use the leather to cover up the windows.
That's a very smart idea. I think I can help you with that.
Perfect. Okay. I'm going to where is the leather spools?
It is all the way downstairs, in the center of the room, right next to Mr. Hannigan and his new tattoo and his aggressive attitude.
A whole new attitude. How far down would that be, would you say?
Just straight down, that would be about 35 to 40 feet.
So if I used levitate to bring it up to us.
Yeah. You could bring it up 20 feet this turn, and then on your next turn, it could be all the way up to you.
Okay, perfect. I'm gonna bring that up.
Serenepth, you point a finger, or maybe you can just stick out a hand and like make the rise motion, and like a large piece of this leather starts floating up in the air. It looks to be belonging to a beast of massive and inordinately scaled proportions that has been skinned and turned to leather. It begins floating up in the air, casting wild shadows all over the ground. And that is it for your turn. Mira Marchand.
Yeah.
You're in the jungle. And the jungle, I mean some flower beds. What do you want to do?
How far away am I? Like, just by feet?
How about 20 feet? Does that seem
Absolutely
like,
wonderful.
sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
In that case, I think I'm going to see what Serenep's doing. I'm going to see that this guy has been possessed by my tattoo, and my focus is on preventing any harm done. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to grab my lyre and I am going to play a few notes, and the sort of visual representation of these glowing sound waves are going to travel up toward this guy, and they are going to wrap around his body as I attempt to cast Hold Person.
Oh, fascinating.
Damn.
What a saving throw.
That is wisdom, please. DC 17.
Wisdom. Excellent. Let's see if Mr. Hannigan can do it. That is a 13.
That will not make it.
Perfect. So Mr. Hannigan is restrained. These notes seem to just bend around him like large bands of energy and just hold him there, fastened in place.
Yes. Or more specifically, paralyzed, since restrained is an
of
actual D&D
course.
condition.
If we're gonna be pedantic
I
about
just
it,
want to
of
make
course.
sure that you can't cast spells or anything.
Yes.
Because
For
when
all
you're restrained,
those
you can
rules
still...
lawyers listening, it's he is paralyzed. Is that everything you'd like to do this turn?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. You do this, the music's magnificent. All of you see Mr. Hannigan be paralyzed, him holding this, like, let's say it's an awl. We're already talking about working with leather, up in the air, aggressively. His eye is still darting back and forth, but his body not able to move a muscle. Up next is Integrity Idleberry. What do you want to do, Integrity Idleberry?
So seeing that Mr. Hannigan is paralyzed and not moving at all,
Yes.
and I need to stay up here to cover the moon in a little bit, I think I'm just going to prepare my rope and like tie it around the edge somewhere so that I can easily get back down if I need to be. And obviously removing the safety that
Absolutely.
I had previously.
You unclip your safety kind of belt and instead tie a rope to this safety rail and just drape it over the edge. It curls at the bottom as you use 50 feet of rope to make an easy escape down to the main floor if you need it. Perfect. And you are in prime position to, as soon as it is here, help Serenepth to cover some of these windows up top. For that, at Serenepth, we can give you advantage or some sort of benefit from that for having Integrity help you. How about that? Winsler Wallaby,
Okay.
It is your turn. You are also in the jungle, or the flower beds. Mira has just incapacitated Mr. Hannigan, paralyzed him. What do you want to do?
Okay. How, like, would you say that this inky bird is, like, a large creature?
Interesting. Right now, it's a medium creature because it is inhabiting the surface of Mr. Hannigan's skin.
Okay. Well, okay. Let's see. I'm not sure what I should do. Actually,
Problem solved.
will this work on objects? It does work. So I think Windsor sees Serenepth like levitating, like it's like rug or like leather.
It's a massive piece of leather. Yes.
Massive piece of leather. Okay. So I think I get an idea, and I'm going to pull out a pinch of powdered iron and cast enlarge.
Oh, I see. Perfect. So, Winsler, you open your spellbook and pull out the requisite components. You sprinkle them in the air, and we see a little puff of energy move up towards this levitating piece of leather. It grows and groans as it does so, like leather does, until it becomes a titanic piece of leather floating up here in the air, almost already completely blocking out the moon and all light from above. You would just kind of, Integrity and Serenepth, need to tie it in place so that it might not fall back to the earth when you release it. But
yeah.
you do see the ink on Mr. Hannigan's skin as this piece of leather, this moon covering, grows even larger, just blotting out the moon's light. You see the ink almost shrink to these small little lines that are just tracing along his skin, as opposed to just like the bath of ink which was on his skin, almost like completely turning him ink colored. It is now thin lines drawn on, as if you were a child drawing on yourself with Sharpies. It is now the crow's turn. Since its host has been paralyzed, it will give up its puppeting, and you see its small, weak form coil out from Mr. Hannigan's skin and take the form of probably a 3-foot-tall little bird. It is shrunken quite vastly in size.
Aww.
It is but a small little thing now. However, it
Aw.
looks to be just as aggressive as it flaps its wings just once and covers the distance between it and you, Mira Marchand, and will begin to peck at or claw at your face with its talons.
It's not very nice.
No, it will not be. It will
So
be making 2
rude.
claw attacks
Well,
against
it's probably gonna hit those both because my AC is 13.
Oof, that's going to be a 20 and a 26. So yes.
Oh my
Oh
gosh.
my
2
god.
hits.
Yeah, I mean those hit. Yeah.
And that's going to be, let me just get my dice. So the first one, Mira, is just going to be a lowly 9 piercing damage,
Awesome.
which I don't
Lowly.
think is great because you're already damaged from speaking with Angelica, if I recall.
Yeah, that is correct.
Yes. Okay. And the second one is going to be 9 piercing damage as well.
Okay.
How are you doing?
Not great, but I'm still conscious.
Perfect. It then will do a small flourish as it's not finished its multi-attack, and a
Oh my god.
inky little feather will shoot out at you, Winsler. It's aiming for right between your eyebrows.
Oh,
And will a 18 hit you?
yes.
Perfect.
It's like, let me draw
you will be
unibrow on
taken.
you.
You'll be taking, it's just doing 9 damage. You'll be taking 9 piercing damage as like the root of the feather snaps into your the forehead, and then as the ink splashes on you, you'll be taking additional 1 acid damage
Ow.
as the ink seems to burn at your skin.
Thankfully, though, I have advantage on concentration checks, so I
Oh,
did manage to
perfect.
succeed. So the leather is still big.
Wonderful. The leather is still big. The bird is still weak. Serenep Cinderman.
Yo.
You and Integrity need to tie this onto. There is a rope on this side that you could steal from Integrity and tie it on this side, and Integrity could run across the rafters to tie it on the other side, if that's what the two of you would like to do. Or if you had another way to fasten it up here, I'm all ears.
I don't have any. I don't have any like magical
Okay.
thing that would help me tie this up. So I'm going to use the
Alter-
physical items.
Alternatively, if you maintained concentration on levitate, that could work as well, and just levitate it here and not have to waste time tying it down. If you're confident in taking down this crow fast enough,
I mean, I have up to like 10 minutes in
Yeah.
concentration.
Yeah.
So
just don't get hit.
you saying it like that makes me think something's going to happen.
It might
Are
be
you-
like an under the rug fight.
I'm going to, in this case,
Mm-hmm.
try and tie it up.
Okay,
I'm not
perfect.
letting you trick me into doing that. I'm sticking with my original plan.
Well, I can't power up the bird mid-fight when the leather falls down.
No.
How rude. Okay, Serenepth. You have an H at the end of your name. Serenepth. As your action, you can take the rope here or Integrity's kind of like thrown away safety belt and can puncture a hole into the leather and hold it on this side of the room and hold it still. Did you want to do anything for your movement?
After it's tied, I think what I'm going to do is use the safety strap because that's already strapped into something on the side. It doesn't have to go around
Yes.
anything. And I think I'm going to, look over the edge. And
Absolutely.
like, how dark is it under there now that the moonlight got cut off?
I would say it's dark as if it was like 7 p.m. in the night where there's like this it's movie dark, let's say, actually, where it has like the blue light and you can kind of still see things. It's dimly lit. You can see the makeshift things. You can definitely see Mira, you can definitely see Winsler, you can definitely see Mr. Hannigan. The almost two-dimensional shape outline of the crow against the darkness is moderately difficult to see. If it was pitch black in here, it would be impossible to see.
Can I see how damaged Mira is?
Yeah, absolutely. She's fucked up, I think. Mira, how good are you?
I think I've got about 7 hit points, if I recall
Okay.
correctly.
Okay.
So you see scratches on Mira's face and just the general demeanor of being drained, whatever that takes the form of for Mira Marchand.
Okay.
Mhm.
Seeing that, I'm going to turn to Integrity and I'm going to say, they need backed up downstairs. I'm going to head down, get the other side of this tied up. I'm going to keep concentration and get down there, okay?
Go ahead.
Okay, cool. And I'm gonna head down the stairs.
You hop down the stairs. You can make it to the bottom of the stairs. You are 30 feet away on the main floor. Okay? Perfect. Integrity. It's not your turn. It's Mira's turn. Mira.
Yeah. I'm looking pretty fucked up, and I want to
Yeah.
stay in this fight. And so I think what I need to do is make sure that this thing is not going to keep hitting me. So I'm going to look at it, and I'm going to go, excuse me, you are my tattoo. You do not get to do that. And I am going to touch it and cast Bestow Curse. It needs to make a wisdom save, and if it fails, it will have disadvantage when it attempts to target me.
Okay, wonderful. That is going to be a holy shit. A 23.
Okay.
Jesus.
It has succeeded on the save.
It looks at you square in the face, Mira, and from its inky little beak goes, I'm Mira Marchand!
And Mira's like, I
Wow.
don't sound like that.
Is that everything you wanted to do, or do you want to move away from it?
No,
by
I don't want
chance?
to provoke an opportunity attack. Do you think you're going to trick me? Do you think you're going to fucking trick me?
Yes,
No.
I do.
Lucas really hoping
I
he
need
can trick us in
everything.
this.
I'm taking anything I can get at this point. Y'all are kicking my asses at every combat. Okay. Integrity Idleberry. It is your turn next.
Yes.
The fastening point is across a small steel girder or crossbeam, a rafter, if you
Okay.
wanted to run across it and tie down this piece of leather.
Yes, that is the plan.
Okay. If you want to do that, instead of running all the way around the circumference of this room or
Let
perimeter of
me
this
athletic
room,
check.
that would be an athletics check to maintain your balance across this thin crossbeam.
I'm a circus person.
Exactly. So it should be no problem. Do it.
And that's a 15 plus 6, 21.
Oh, dang.
Easy peasy. Integrity, it's like buttering toast. I don't know. It's so easy for you.
It's like walking.
It is a daily. Yeah, this is like what you train for with your handstand walking and all that kind of stuff. Do you just scamper across, or is there any flourishes?
I'm literally just like running as fast as I can. Not even looking down. I'm not afraid of heights. I'm just going.
Perfect.
And
All right, you reach the other side of the room. There is a big, floppy, massive, titanic piece of leather here. Would you like to tie it down to the safety rail in some way?
yes, I am going to do like a big secure knot.
Absolutely. You pull out another rope, tie a big, secure knot.
And as a bonus action, I would like
Yes.
to hex this ink person.
What what ability would you like to give it
Wisdom,
disadvantage on?
please.
Wisdom. Shit. Perfect. And describe what the hex looks like for us.
For this one, I want to spice it up a little bit, and I want it to be like sparkly, starry hex coming out of my hands because like I need to match the moon.
Absolutely.
Integrity is all about the flair.
The
so
theme, the thematic like appropriateness of it. Yeah.
yes,
You put your hands out and almost like little giant stars, and it just starts shooting out like little sparks go like out of your hands down at the crow, and it gains a general pallor about it. It turns a grayish inky color as it has been hexed to have wisdom a disadvantage. It is a bit less wise.
A bit less wise.
Oh, no.
And do I have any
Now.
movement left?
You used all of your movement to cross, and you used your bonus action to cast hex, and used your action to tie the thing
Yes.
down. So
Okay.
you're all good.
Sounds good. Perfect.
All right. Perfect. No problems. Winslow Wallaby. There's a little fucking crow hovering in the air in front of Mira.
It's a little freak.
Is a little freak about 5 feet away from you. What do you want to do?
Okay, well, seeing that Mira is in such a rough state right now, I am
Yes.
going to cast Cure Wounds.
At what level?
I can only cast it at level 1, so it's not much,
Every-
but hopefully it'll help a
every-
little bit.
Every bit counts.
Actually, not bad. That's recover 10.
Oh.
Fantastic.
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 Winsler, did you want to do any bonus actions or move away or move towards it or move at all?
Considering I had to, I don't know. I think I'm just gonna sit tight next to Mira because I don't
Absolutely.
also want to provoke an
Absolutely.
opportunity attack.
Absolutely. It's now the crow's turn.
Oh
Yay.
I'm going to roll a d6 to see if it'll recharge its little puppeteer thing. It doesn't. And it
Yes.
will fly straight up
fuck! Haha!
into the air.
I am able to do an opportunity attack with a spell.
Interesting. You would be able to use an opportunity attack. It has a feature called Flyby where it does not provoke opportunity attacks while it is flying.
How dare you little freak!
You yelled
The one
at the
time it
crow.
comes up.
Whistler yells, "You little freak," as it flies away. You all see it fly up in the air, 30 feet, almost rebound as if this is a wrestling match and it's bouncing off of like the ring, and fly straight back down like an arrow at you, Mira. It's gonna make a dive attack against you.
Uh-oh.
Fuck.
Oh my god.
Did you
Jesus.
watch magpie videos, Luke? Is that why you were talking about magpies?
This is the reason I was asking about
Oh,
magpies. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
So that's gonna be a 27.
Oh my fuck.
I thought for a second
It
you meant
almo- it
damage.
almost-
Oh my
It
god.
almost crit, but it did not quite crit. So since it is doing a dive attack, it gains additional damage. God, this is so much fun.
Oh my god.
Just the best. Just the best.
This is your revenge for us winning all the duels.
correct. I'm just gonna kill you with tattoos.
Just so you
Alrighty.
know, wisdom does not work for you. In case this is wisdom.
This is not wisdom.
Good.
So that's. Oh golly,
Oh golly.
I forgot my damage calculators. Give me
Oh
a
my
moment.
god.
That's going to be 21 points of piercing damage, Mira.
What?
Its beak just comes down against you with a tremendous amount of force. Its little inky wings swept back into aerodynamic formations, and it just pierces you in like the shoulder with its beak.
Oh, jeez.
Mira Marchand is unconscious.
Mira
Oh
Marchand
no.
drops to the floor unconscious. The bird stands on on Mira's body and goes, "I'm Mira Marchand." Serenep, you are
Oh
30
my
feet away. You're on the main
God.
floor. You just saw your friend get dive bombed. What do you want to do?
Trusting that integrity has used the time to tie down the other part,
Yes.
I'm wondering if this is gonna work. I'm gonna try casting Dominate Beast.
Okay.
On the
Ooh.
Read what that
tattoo.
does. Could you read what that does for me?
Sure.
How funny.
You
name.
attempt to beguile a beast that you see within range and must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or be charmed by you for the duration, which is 1 minute. If you
Wisdom saving throw, it ain't good at those.
It's not. It has its
if you or creatures that are friendly to you are fighting it, it has advantages on the saving throw.
okay.
When the beast is charmed, you have a telepathic link with it as long as you two are on the same plane of existence. You can use this telepathic link to issue commands to the creature while you are conscious, no actions required, which it does its best to obey. You can specify a simple or general course of action, such as attack that creature, run over there, or fetch that object. If the creature completes the order and doesn't receive further direction from you, it defends and preserves itself to the best of its ability.
Perfect. So you can absolutely cast this spell. It would have disadvantage because of the hex, but it also gains advantage because it is fighting you, so it just makes the roll as normal.
Okay.
So what does it look like when Sereneth casts this spell, though? Also, I'm not an animal whisperer, but you're gonna try to dominate the beast. All right, go off, I guess.
What the fuck?
What does it look like when you cast this spell, though?
I imagine it's like she like stretches out her hand like an open palm and like and like uses her fingertips to point towards towards the crow, and it's like the scales on her arm start to like glow, and it's like the light is like coming like off of the tips of her fingers, and like kind of like these are like tendrils of like magic kind of like reaching out towards the crow and like grabbing its
Yes.
mind.
As these tendrils reach out, it has to make a wisdom saving throw. It rolled a 19, which I think. Does that just beat your saving throw?
It
Or
100% beats my
it
saving throw,
eclipses
yeah.
it completely. It flashes its wings and like flaps them back and just throws off those little magical tendrils and will squawk and say, "Mira Marchand was here!" Squawk! And like crake at the top of its lungs. Did you want to move, Serenepson?
I have a lot of hit points. I'm gonna move closer to it to try and stop it.
Okay. Did you want to move all the 30 feet up towards it?
I'm not gonna
Or did
move
you
the
want to-
full 30.
Okay.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna move up 20 feet.
Perfect. There is a large work table between you and it, and you are near Mr. Hannigan.
Okay.
How does that sound?
Okay.
Okay. Up next is Mira Marchand. Can you make
I
a
get-
death saving throw?
Oh my
I
God.
never make death saves. Let's do this. And that is just a straight d20 roll, right?
Yes, it is. It's just a d20.
Awesome.
Beat a 10. Or 10 or higher.
I did not beat a 10 or higher. That is an 8.
Oh no!
Mir Marchand, you are one step closer to death.
I
Here in the
am.
far north. Wouldn't that be great?
Oh no.
Do it. I fucking dare you.
Dallas sent a letter. Hey guys, how's the trip? Mira's dead.
Mira died.
Whoops.
Integrity Idleberry,
Yes.
you look down at this bird, at your friends, at an unconscious Mira and a paralyzed Mr. Hannigan. Well, he's not paralyzed anymore. Mira, the concentration fades on your spell, and he stumbles back and starts to hide behind one of these tables. He drops his little item. But nonetheless, this is the scene you see below you, Integrity Idleberry. What would you like to do?
Is the bird like now down there and not?
Yes. It is.
way
It
up.
is about 4 feet off of the ground. Or actually, no, it's standing right on Mira's unconscious body.
Okay. So that would give it like around 30 feet drop from where
Yeah.
I am.
It would be.
Okay. I am going
Mhm.
to jump off
Okay.
and try to get on its back.
Perfect. Are you trying to just grab onto it? Or are you trying to attack it also? Like, are you jumping down with a knife out? Or are you just jumping down to, like, grab it, strangle it?
This is probably a dumb idea because they say to not run away with a knife or scissors. But I will have my knife out, ready to stab.
Which knife are you going to stab it with?
I'm going to be using my jade dagger.
Wowzers.
Oh,
It's lighting
boy.
up the way.
Okay. So here's what will happen. You're going to jump. You will take fall damage. However, I will let you, if you, the bird will also take the same amount of fall damage that you receive. How does that sound? From you falling upon it. You will
Yeah,
both
it's going to
equal
take
damage
up
there.
the force or like part of the
Mhm.
force that I bring
Yes.
down.
And
Because like it did like a wrestling move,
Yes.
I'm gonna do another wrestling move.
you're gonna body slam it, and you might also make an attack.
Okay.
So you're gonna be falling 30 feet, so that'll be 3d6 damage, which is going to be 10 damage to you and 10
Okay.
damage to the crow.
And I'm going to roll an attack.
Yes.
So that is a. There is something wrong with this thing because it keeps on giving me 15s.
There's nothing wrong with that. Don't
Okay.
complain about 15.
Why are you complaining about that? What?
Oh, to
But-
have a 15.
But with the dagger, that is
Mhm.
a 22.
A 22 hits with flying colors. You luckily land. The dagger plunges into its inky little back, and luckily you do not topple off and fall onto Mira Marchand, your friend. You land on its back. Roll damage, which should just be a d4 plus
Plus
your
3.
dexterity.
That is a 3 plus 3. That
I
is
see.
a 6.
So it takes an additional 6 damage. Perfect. Wonderful. Excellent. You are firmly on this bird's back. When it takes flight on its turn, you will remain on its back. Integrity.
Free ride.
Winsler Wallaby, you've borne witness to all of which has just transpired. Mira's on
It's
the
literally just
ground.
like, here you go, Mira, gets dive bombed by a bird, and then Integrity falls down from the
falls from the rafters.
Also gets dive bombed by
Knife out.
integrity.
I think I'm still going to play the emergency medic role, so I'm going to cast
Perfect.
Cure Wounds again, I think. Actually, wait, I can't! I can only do it once! Oh, fuck.
Because
Um,
it uses like your cleric spell slot.
It does. Oh, no. Okay, what could I do? What could I do? The thing is strapped, but if I cast another spell that has concentration on it, it's going to shrink the leather, and that's
Yes.
not going to be good. Oh, fuck, what do I do?
If you wanted to stabilize Mira, you could make a medicine check.
Okay,
That'll mean
I am
that she
going
no longer
to-
has to make any death saves.
I'm going to attempt to stabilize Mira.
Okay, go ahead and roll. Medicine.
Medicine.
Just force Mira's blood to clot so that like,
Okay. 17.
A 17 is a massive
Ooh.
success. So she has this gaping wound in her shoulder.
Oh my god.
You know, like right above. Actually, let's say it like this. You know, right above like your clavicle, like that little fun indent right in there. There's a big ol' hole. It is spurting blood. It is in there where she was pecked heavily. What do you do to stabilize this wound, Winsler?
Don't worry, I have successfully done brain surgery. I think I can handle this.
Yeah, I forgot about that time you literally did brain surgery
He's done
on
it
the
twice
show.
now.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, well, first of all, we gotta stop the bleeding, I think.
Of course.
So it might be a little gruesome, but I think I'm gonna sort of like cauterize it just a little bit. And then
Winsler's
wrap the wound.
Jesus, Winsler's fingertip, poof, a little fire, create bonfire, but fingertip edition appears, and you burn the wound. Mira, you don't feel a thing. You're fine. You're
Hell
enjoying
yeah.
the negative space of things, and we'll get to that in a moment. And Winsler, you can do this and then pull out some bandages of some sort, or just grab paper off a nearby table and just slap it on there to like, hopefully that'll do something.
Dr.
Nonetheless,
Winsler, war
Dr.
doctor,
Winsler.
reporting for duty.
Dr. Winsler's on the case. You've stabilized Mira. Great turn. Would you like to move or take any bonus actions?
No, I'm good.
All right, perfect. You stay right here. The crow goes now. It rears its little head back. Integrity. It's like an oversized peacock, quite frankly, in scale. Like that's the size we're
Nice.
dealing with here. It rears its head back and squawks at you in some crowy, inky. It's like a crow, but drowning is the sound it makes as it squawks at you, and it will try to take flight. Can you make an athletics check if you would like to not let it take flight?
Fall.
Yeah, if you want to keep it on the
Oh.
ground, make an athletics check.
Keep it on the ground.
That is a 13 plus 6. 19.
Okay, 19 versus a 17. So you can either put it up. Yeah, you keep this thing firmly planted on the ground, Integrity, as it tries to take flight. In return, it will try to claw at you as it struggles beneath you. The first roll is going to be a 23, and the second roll is going to be a 19. Both of those hit?
hits. Yes.
Perfect. The first hit is going to be 9 damage.
Okay.
This is getting repetitive. And the second roll is going to be much, much better. That's going to be 11 piercing damage.
Okay.
As it struggles underneath you and flips around and claws at your legs and at your shins and stuff like that. It flaps its feathers, and Winsler, a single feather will shoot out at you once more and try to hit you like in the hand this time as you are performing medical aid for Mira. Does a 26 hit.
Of course it is.
Okay. In that case, take 15 piercing damage.
Oh my God.
And 2 acid damage.
Damn.
As the feather
What? It's attacked
lands
so big.
I'm not doing so hot, guy.
right in the middle of the back, like in the back of your hand. It just sticks in there and blows up into ink. That is the bird's turn.
Jesus.
It was great. Serenep Cinderman. Integrity Idleberry is struggling to contain the bird beneath it beneath her with a knife in its back. Winsler is not looking great. Mira is stable but still unconscious, and you are 10 feet away. What would you like to do?
Okay. I have a dumb plan.
Excellent. Pull down the drape. Restore the bird to its size.
No. Not that stupid. I'm going to look at the crow.
Yes.
And I'm going to say, Mira, I know you're here, but you have to stop this. And I'm
Make an animal handling check with disadvantage, please.
Damn it. I was going to cast Dominate Beast again.
Oh, you're going to cast it again?
Yeah, like-
In that case, it can make the saving throw for you.
Yeah.
Which is a wisdom saving throw. It'll be making it just normal, counteracting. What's up, Integrity?
I also forgot. This is so dumb because I do still have the hex.
Oh, does it
There
do
is an
extra
additional
damage?
D6, right?
Okay, back from when you had stabbed the crow. Please let me know. Roll a d6. What is that additional damage?
That
makes
is
a
a
difference?
3.
Okay, 3 damage.
Oh, it doesn't?
How?
How
It is still very alive. Perfect. And now back forward to the present. Serenif Cinderman, it will be making this with regular, no advantage, no disadvantage. And that is going to be a 24.
Fuck.
Oh my
Very good
god.
wisdom saves. It's a wise bird, you know? You know what birds are known for? Being very wise.
I'm Mira Marchand.
I'm Mira Marchand, and I am here! It screams at you. It flaps its wings as the knife stabs further into its back. Is that everything you would like to do for your turn, Serenif?
I'm going to move closer by like 5 feet
Okay,
to the crow. And
perfect.
is talking an action?
Talking is free. You just can't do that much of it.
Talking is free.
I'm going to yell back at the bird, I'm Mira Marchand and I am here.
Oh, you're going for psychic damage now.
Oh shit.
It looks at you. It has acquired a new target. The other Mira Marchand in the room is on the verge of being deceased, dealt with, and it, with its pea little brain, very wise, not very smart, has locked onto you, Serenif, as a new Mira Marchand who it must kill
What's up,
in
bitch?
order to become the only Mira Marchand.
Wonderful.
Up next, it's Mira.
I can't do fuck.
You're stabilized.
Yeah.
You're not actively dying, nor are you actively living.
Great.
Just kind of in that fun place between. Can you, for me, make a what would be a good check? I'm thinking something of religious or religion or arcana.
I could.
What do you
any
think
of
would be
those.
good for being in tune with like this this kind of like in between world?
I have a bias to say Arcana because I'm proficient in it, but I think
Let's do
religion would be
Arcana.
good as well. Okay,
We
cool.
can do arcana.
Cool. Ooh, that's actually quite good. That is a 17 plus 4. That's a 21.
A 17 plus 4, a 21. Mira Marchand, you are in this place between places, kind of not super feeling connected to your body in this single moment, just kind of drifting through the thought space, as it were. And when Winslow returns you to being stable, there's almost this feeling that you have your eyes closed. There is this singular sensation that you've gone from just being disconnected from your body to then feeling that your eyes are shut. And you can very, very vividly feel that. Would you like to open your eyes or anything?
Sure.
Okay. Mira, you open your eyes and you seem to be, The point of view is that of something which is hung upon a wall, if that makes any sense of the sort. There are sconces on the wall beneath you and around. They seem to be very old, and most of them are broken. You seem to be in a hallway of a sort. There are large archways and doors scattered across the hallway. Catacombs of sorts. I don't know if Mira's ever been in a catacombs, but she has read adventure books, and surely they go to catacombs.
Mm-hmm.
This strikes you as big catacombs energy. And as you look around here, you hear this like heavy chanting, that of a language which you don't speak, but you might have heard quite a bit recently. It's loud, like rocks clapping together, and very brutal on the consonants. You might be able to intuit that there is some sort of giant chanting surrounding you right now. But you are in a catacombs of sort, and you have this perspective. And just like that, it's gone, and you no longer feel that pull to open your eyes, and you are just back to drifting through a stabilized state of being.
Interesting. Okay.
Up next, Integrity Idleberry, you have a knife in the back of a bird. You have full control over it to your best of your abilities, although it is struggling underneath you to try to kill Sereneth Cinderman, or, as we better know her, Mira Marchand. What would you like to do for your turn?
Okay. So I would like to stab this bird again, but this time around
Yes.
using my booming blade cantrip.
Oh, what does that do?
So with the booming blade, it allows me to attack the enemy with both the normal effect of the weapon.
Mhm.
Also, in addition to that, a 1d8 damage. plus additional damage if it tries to move
Perfect.
afterwards.
Okay. Go ahead and make your attack roll. Winsler is within 5 feet of you, so if you
I
hit,
was
you
about
can
to bring
also
that up.
add your
A
sneak
sneak
attack
attack.
damage.
Plus the hex.
Plus the hex. Oh my
my
god,
God.
did all that
Don't
damage.
worry, I did the
Integrity.
math.
Yeah.
This was the first time I planned the math.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. So first make an attack roll.
Make an attack roll. Let's see if you hit.
I told you that I always roll 15. So that's a 22.
Oh my god.
Yo.
That hits. That hits.
Yeah. Okay, now let's do
You
the damage.
stab in, and the ink splatters a little bit. It would be grotesque, but it is just ink, so it is fine.
So that is a 3 plus 7.
Okay.
Hang on, I need to write that down. 3 plus 7. Where are my d6s? So 5 plus 3 plus 4.
Just tell me
What
what the
happened to
big number
7?
is at the end. Okay.
10, 18, 28.
Oh.
28. Okay. Integrity Idleberry. What does Booming Blade look like? What does this attack look like when you actually do it?
I imagine it as I stab with the magic, there's like this radiance of fiery red because
Oh, cool.
and it looks like
Mhm.
it's like exploding, but
Oh,
not
okay,
very
okay.
big because it's
Okay.
booming blade. You know?
It makes a little boom and makes like a little fire, cool
Stock
particle
explosion effect.
Stock explosion effect. As you stab into its back. And then Integrity, you expect the little boom from the booming blade, right? Your little standard little boom. And then as you stab into it, you see the surface of the crow begin to bubble and boil and bristle to the top. I say bristle too much, but you all understand. And then it completely explodes all over the place, covering all of you, workstations, work tables, the floor, mini bookshelves, the plants, Mira's unconscious body, which is just literally underneath this thing. All of you in dark black ink as it dies.
Oh my god, it died.
Yay.
We killed the tattoo.
These are new clothes.
Mr. Hannigan has taken shelter on the other side of the room behind some of the tables. Winsler, you are not looking great. Mira is unconscious still. And Integrity and Serenep, the two of you are heroes. What do you do now? Oh, yeah. What do you do now? Everyone's covered in ink.
I'm going to run immediately to Mira.
She's right underneath you. You're almost stepping on her, actually.
And
Runs in a circle.
is Mira still does Mira have her eyes open or
She's breathing, but her eyes are shut, such as a person who is unconscious would have. She's limp, a rag doll of sorts. Whatever an unconscious person looks like, Integrity, this is it.
Mira, are you okay? Slap, slap, slap in the face.
You slap her. And
I
slap
take
her
1 point of damage. I'm making death saves again.
I just helped stabilize her. Be careful. Ow.
We should probably take her to the clinic or
I'm
the
gonna
med
go.
bay.
Well, we can't just randomly move her. Let me try and open the door and get some light in here.
Mr.
Well, what
Hannigan
about
will
the-
stand up and will go, "No, don't open the door just yet."
We can take down the leather. That'll get light in here.
Oh, speaking of which, probably a minute has passed by now, which
Yes.
means my enlarge spell is ended.
It's fair enough. You say we should take the leather down, and then you hear a massive ripping noise as the leather up above you shrinks and then just rips and then falls down upon the ground in a big heap, probably in the middle of the room, very near to all of you. It super takes out one of these work tables and just turns it to splinters right
Oh.
next to you all. But that's fine. You were lucky. It missed you.
Mr.
And
Hannigan?
light does
Yikes.
pour in. Mr. Hannigan is holding his hand up. He looks at you, Integrity, and says, "We can't tell anyone what happened in here."
But we need to get our friend to somewhere that do you have a clinic here or
If you bring her to a clinic, though, there's no clinic.
what if there's workplace injury?
They get sent home. And he looks distressed. He looks visibly distressed. His brow is furrowed at this point. He's looking around, like very frantically, especially out the window at the woman sitting just on the other side of the window out there, Miss Abels, the publishing consultant, who is sitting there still sipping some tea, enjoying her delightful. From her perspective, it's just a delightful day. From your all's perspective, Mira's unconscious on the ground. Mr. Hannigan will say, there is a place to go, but non-giants aren't allowed in there. The tower in the center of the town is...
You mean the one that everyone's been avoiding?
The one that everyone avoids, yes. Because non-giants aren't allowed in there. It's a shrine to some old god of theirs that they go to for healing, but have warned the rest of us to stay away from. That's it.
But if we go in there when everyone else is avoiding it, won't we kind of get in trouble?
Like, there has to be, like, I understand there's not, like, a medical center, but is there at least, like, a place to pick up, like, potions of healing or anything like that?
I don't know where you students happen to live, that they just hand out potions of healing to employees and people who live around the place, but if you get injured here, you get quick first aid to make sure you're not dying, and then you get thrown on the sled and brought back to civilization.
What if?
Maybe bring her back to your room, get some rest. That's the best I can offer you. There's the giant tower, the shrine. You could try that if you're feeling risky, if it's a life or death scenario.
Looking down at Mira, like, how does she look? Like, is it a life or death situation right now?
Her back is covered. The back half of Mira, the one that was facing up, I assume Mira face planted when she went. Maybe that's just me. The back half of Mira is covered in ink. The front half of Mira has some cuts and that managed injury that Winsler stabilized. She's not actively dying. She is just unconscious, just in need of a big, long rest.
Okay.
Or just a short rest to recover.
Okay, maybe we'll get her back to our room. We'll get her back to her bed. She can rest. We can use the time to at least find the other tattoos.
This is a terrible development for the day. Thank you all for saving this and saving me when it attacked me. I didn't know what to do. No one, and I must stress this, no one can know about this.
Okay.
A setback like this, and he points to like all of the work on the table, which is now covered in ink, and he's going to say, a setback like this will cost weeks, almost a season of work. No one can know about this until I find a way to fix things, so please keep quiet. And if you're going out that way anyways, just send Miss Abels off somewhere. That's the least you could do, right?
Yep. Okay.
I'm gonna cast like prestidigitation on a book to see if it'll get rid of the ink or not, because I'm not because the ink appears to be magical in nature. So I wonder if prestidigitation will actually scrub it clean or not.
Does prestidigitation specify that it only works on mundane objects?
Nope. It just says you instantaneously clean or soil an object no larger than 1 cubic foot.
Fascinating. The intent, I'll go by the intent of what this ink is then. Winsler, you walk over to attempt to salvage some of this situation, and you cast prestidigitation as you hold up one of these pages, and you see the ink run off of the surface, and left on the surface of these worksheets is this gray kind of stain with darker black ink that just, again, reads, Mira Marchand was here, as if a child had... You know when kids draw the cool S all over stuff?
Yeah.
It's like that happened, but it's Mira Marchand was here all over this stuff as you try to clean it up. If you were to try to attempt this with any other things, you would see just the same.
Okay.
Well, I tried.
I'm terribly sorry that this has happened, Mr. Hennigan. This was... Obviously, this wasn't anything that we assumed would happen.
Of course not. Of course not. Of course not. I wouldn't assume that you would come here with the intent to sabotage.
No.
You didn't come here with the intent to sabotage.
No, we came here to work.
You guys can make an insight check on that if you'd like.
Sure.
I'll make an insight check, sure.
I have enemies in the book printing industry. That's an unnatural 20.
Interesting.
So 14.
I got a 23.
Integrity in Serenep Integrity watching from behind, not participating in this conversation, just watching the cues of this man as he talks and gestures and looks panicked. And Serenep, you, a person finally attuned to social situations such as this, both of you notice. Winslow, you don't notice this. You're not.
I'm too busy like wiggling the piece of paper.
Yeah, exactly. You watch the ink go like blop, blop, blop on the ground. Integrity, Serenep, you notice that Mr. Hannigan, he has this gleam in his eyes when he asks if you're here to sabotage things. He doesn't seem to be asking, like, that doesn't seem to be a question he has asked as like are you here to do bad things? It's more of like oh, are you here to do bad things? Like, there's a hopeful air to it.
Oh,
That's
like that's
weird.
his explanation for why everything went to shit, because there was like intention. Oh
Perchance.
my god.
Well, Mr. Hannigan, we probably should bring our friend back to our,
Go back to your lodgings, stay there. Although I would recommend, if this is the kind of catastrophe that one of these things can create, one of your pets can create, I would strongly suggest you track down the rest of them before chaos breaks out across Troil.
Yeah, we'll try and do that.
Absolutely. Please get your friend some rest. She looks like she needs it. All right. Goodbye. And he will stand there, hands clammy and clasped together, his face covered in ink. He has retrieved his glasses, which are he is scrubbing off slightly, as the three of you can leave carrying Mira.
I'm gonna go over and pick up Mira and like put her on my back. And as I get her on my her arms over my shoulders, can I look at her arm and see if the tattoo's there again or if it's just completely gone?
Absolutely. As you pick Mira Marchand up, you see this ink begin to run off of her, and Mira on the back of Mira's clothes now is just graffitied. Mira Marchand was here. Such great
Oh my
branding.
God.
And on her forearm, as the ink runs off it, you see a half-finished bird tattoo resting upon that brilliant little
Great.
spiral.
How
A
A little part of me is happy that we still get to keep the tattoos, because if we just paid that money to the tattoo artist to like lose our tattoos, that sucks.
Still, but now we have the possibility of this happening again.
I think as we're walking back,
Mhm.
like I think the best thing to do, because Mira has her tattoo again, is to completely cover the arm so that no moonlight can shine on it. Like, I don't know if it's because like direct contact was what like caused the bird to get so large. So I think the best thing to do is just to completely cover it up, and that way it won't grow again.
I'm gonna rip something from like
What do you
from
rip?
from like my tank top underneath my shirt,
Of course.
and I'm going to sort of like a gurney, I guess, but not like to the point cutting circulation,
Of course.
just enough to cover the the tattoo
The
on
tattoo.
Mira's arm.
Wonderful. And the three of you can carry / maneuver Mira Marchand, if it is so your desire, back to your lodgings. Before you completely leave the vicinity of the library, though, is anyone going to go try to distract or send Miss Abels off on a wild goose chase of a sorts to get her out of Mr. Hannigan's hair? Or are you just going to leave him to figure that situation out and risk, potentially being thrown under the bus as the
My
culprits?
excuse is I have an unconscious person on my back and I cannot
do
go
have an
over with
unconscious
that. So I'm
person.
going to say, one of you guys.
I'm not good at talking.
I'm going to be like, okay, I'll follow you guys back to the lodgings. I'm going to quickly talk to Miss Abel.
Good luck.
The
Thank
two
you.
of you with Mira upon your back, Serenep, scuttle away up giant hallways and across some walkways, headed back towards your lodging. Integrity, you exit the building out onto the Troil main square, circle place outside of the library, where Miss Abels is sitting at a wonderfully decorated little tea table. She takes a final sip of her tea just as you walk up, and she'll look at you, pulled back hair and her tulip-like dress, and she'll look at you and say, "What is it, intern?
Oh, hello, Miss Abel. And I'm going to bend all the way down to the ground, sort of like, you're amazing, you're perfect, you're wonderful.
Just a big bow.
Um,
Yes.
Yes.
You look like Linda Evangelista.
I find your fashion very fashionable,
Oh boy.
Of course.
and I would like to seek your help. There is someone I would want to fall in love with me, but I don't think my fashion's good enough.
Oh dear.
Why always the love stories? Make a deception check.
Kid and Nathan just isn't impressed.
He keeps me.
She's like, who the fuck?
Every time I try to impress him, he's just stone faced.
Did you say deception?
I said deception because you're full of shit.
Okay, so that's a +2. I got 16. +2. 18.
She looks you up and down and clicks her tongue and will say, yes, dressed like that, I would assume you couldn't win over anyone. So I understand.
Oof.
What
That is
did you
why-
need my help with, though? I'm here on business, not for leisurely activities such as giving out fashion advice, as much as I would love to do that.
Well, it seems like it is going to take some time for your project to finish off, and I've never seen a fashion like yours before. I have,
It's one of a kind. That would make sense.
yes,
You're saying a lot of empty-headed things.
Oh my god,
I-
so mean.
Damn.
I am not empty-headed. I am just in love and sad. And I am begging you, I'm begging you to please heed my call.
Do you want me to give you one of my outfits?
No.
What do you want from me then? I'm not a stylist. You're bored. Okay. You can buy the fashion, but your style is lacking, and that's something you're born with. So my recommendation:
Ooh.
earn a lot of money, buy the nicest clothes you can
Shit.
buy, and live with the fact that you'll always have to have other people style you.
Well, are there any
Does that help?
places? Are there any places around here that has that?
We're in the middle of an ice field, intern. Do you think they sell clothes up here?
What about northern fashion?
You think they sell clothes like this? Why do you keep calling it fashion? As if that is a catch-all word for it.
They don't sell shit up here.
This is from Ophelia.
They
I can
sell
write
shoes.
the name of my stylist down for you, but I doubt you could afford it.
You know, I really, really like it when people make me do like searches and stuff. So what if you write down the names of them and then hide them around Troil and make me look for them?
Make a
Oh my
persuasion
God.
check, Integrity Idleberry.
It's confusing enough to work.
Holy shit.
I got a nat 20. And
Oh,
what do you want me to add?
Persuasion.
So that's 26.
Well, she snaps her fingers and says, I do love making games out of things. And since I do not want to speak to you at all ever again, consider a couple of tips and business cards scattered around the town as a tip for all of this, as a thank you.
Oh, thank you so much. You're so gracious.
I know.
I've met the queen, and you're just like so cool.
Where's your other intern friend? She was a pleasure to chat to.
Oh yeah,
Why'd they
she
send
is-
you?
I'm just better than her.
Oh.
Wow. That's the cockiness only an intern could have.
She looks at you, her jaw dropped, processing what you're saying, and she will stand and say, all right, it was so nice talking with you, as she shakes her head, and she'll say, I'll go hide those fashion tips around for you then. Is that everything?
That is more than I could ever.
Great.
Okay.
And she will walk off.
Wow.
Integrity Idleberry, leaving you here in the middle of the courtyard.
That went great. I'm gonna hold my hands together and be like, She totally went for that.
That went a lot better than anything I could have come up with.
At Integrity, you can rush to rejoin your friends as they enter back into the lodging and can deposit Mira in the unconscious girl room along with
The
Angelica
unconscious girl
Lindgren.
room. Your buddies.
It's unconscious
And-
girl winter.
So, if I'm to understand, would you all be liking to take a short 1 hour rest here?
Yes. How long
Yes.
until I have to do the presentation with Kurt?
Great question, Winsler Wallaby. As you sit here, where are you stored? Where were those, those little sending slates that y'all got, the company phone, as it were?
Yeah.
Do you just have that shoved in your pocket?
Sure, yeah, I guess.
Perfect. You feel a little in your pocket, and you can pull it out, and you, as you touch it, you gain this telepathic understanding of a message sent to you from Kurt or Lane, which goes along the lines of, hey, we're here at the lecture. There's a lot of people gathered around. They're kind of interested in the inventions. Don't know how long I will be able to keep them interested. They are kind of antsy to start the Golem stuff. So please finish up kind of relatively soon, Kurt.
Did he just say Kurt?
Yeah. That's the message you received probably 45 minutes into this rest, Winsler Wallaby.
Shit.
But nonetheless, we can take a short rest, and you, Winsler, can decide what to do, and the rest of you can decide what other courses to pursue vis-a-vis hunting down tattoos next time on Trials and Trebuchets.
Whoa!
Carla, can you give us an
That
outro
was
for
so
this
stressful.
episode?
Well, hope that you all enjoyed that wild goose chase and all things birdie. Please leave a rating or a review on our iTunes or wherever you listen to the podcast. It truly matters. It helps us out a lot. And if you don't want to comment because you don't want the world to know that you are there, share us to your friends. Tell them Trials and Trebuchets, cool beans. We also have an Instagram and Twitter at Trials and Trebs where you can see teasers or art and get any updates about us. We also have a Patreon where you can share us your money if you want any extra.
Yeah, patreon.com/Trials and Trebs.
Or if you want a product to go along with the money that you give us, then you can go to
Trebmerch.com.
Trebmerch!
Tremors.com.
What is that trebmerch.com you speak of?
It's a store. Well, you're the one doing the outro.
Oh, I am saying that it's for merch. We sell shirt. We sell stickers. There's different kinds of stickers, but there's only one kind of shirt. And last but not the least, as we have a Discord server where you can join and talk to people and talk about the podcast and be like, wow, that episode, that sucked, eh? Or, wow, that episode, that was amazing. I totally love Mira and Serenept and Winsler and Integrity.
Yes,
So
say those
you
words.
should do that.
Everyone, you'll be accepted as one. Thank you, everyone, for listening to this week's episode. I hope you tune in next week for more Golem or tattoo hunting nonsense. Bye.
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 Welcome to the month of May, and we are here gathered at the end of the episode to say thank you to our patrons for the month of May.
Hello, everybody. We're here to thank you. Hello.
Welcome
to the show. My name is Sam.
I will say the first thank you at this gathered witches coven to Leonie.
Thank you, Leonie. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
This is a weird fucking coven, man.
Half of us are this kind of witch. Half of us are this kind of witch.
I will be the one to say the next thank you. Thank you to Hunter. Thank you.
Hunter,
Thank you for your patronage. Thank you. Thank you, Hunter.
I would also like to thank you. Praise gloves.
Praise gloves.
Praise gloves. Thank you,
so
gloves.
much.
I praise your gloves.
Thank you for your money.
How much for the gloves?
Your soul? Oh, sorry. Your soul.
Ooh, there's a name on the label of my pickled toad. It's Miranda. Thank you, Miranda. You should make a tasty
Thank you, Miranda. Thank you.
Thank you, Miranda.
Hello, today we are here to thank Elsa J. Thank you, Elsa J.
Thank you, Elsa J. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Elsa J.
I need 1 scoop of chaos Chris to complete this cake. So thank you for your donation to the cake chaos.
Thank you,
Chris.
Chaos Chris.
Thank you.
Thank you to the Chaos Cake.
Thank you.
Oh, I've got some extra ingredient here called rat junk. Thank you so much, rat junk.
Thank you, Rajang.
Thank you, Rajang. And now to complete our delicious, delicious pot of cauldron soup, I would like to thank you, Contessa Genevieve.
Contessa, thank you so much.
We have a Contessa in our
We
home.
would like to extend an invitation to join the coven. Contessa, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, everybody, for helping us make our
All the
cauldron.
patrons! All the patrons!
She's a bit of a crazy one. Don't mind her.
She is on the short list for leaving the coven very soon. Get unhinged, that one. Thank you, everyone who's been a patron these many, many months. I will join you in the month of June for the blood moon. Until then, thank you, patrons. Thank you for your donations. You allow the show to continue. Farewell and good tidings.
Farewell.
Let
you for your
the bed bugs.
You helped us
bite.
buy eyeballs.
Thank you, everybody, once more.
Thank you.
Bye.
I cast the spell. Poof, no more bed bugs for you.